Alright, what's up, guys? This is your VOD review for the scrim that we just played on Thursday. I'm in the cave right now, so if there's any background noise, that's what it is. So, I have it here for a very specific reason. I talked to a few of you guys about how me matching up comms in this current moment isn't really worth it as a team because you're still making solo oriented mistakes, and I'd rather focus on those before actually wasting my time and setting it up so that I can hear your comms while there's fights going on, because that would be like a 30-minute process just syncing everything up. So, in saying that, I do have something specific for Gabe in particular. He was very adamant about having comms. So during the scrim, I was listening in, and I heard for a TP call. I have everything verbatim because I wrote it down during those times. So there's a fight going on right here. At the, let me get it on my sticky notes here. At the 16:08, which is right now. Ian calls for TP to ward. We need TP. This is after Ian was saying that you might have to TP to Dragon for this fight. In response, you said there's no useful wards, there's no wards I can TP to. And there's one right here. Just very there. The fight is just starting, so if you TP when it's asked for, you'll be right here and either disengage the fight or they'll collapse on you and allow the team to set up. Because right now they're in a bad spot. Because you don't TP, they can't escape, get pretty much completely wiped. So you still had, let's see, 16:08. You still had about 3 seconds to TP before the fight fully initiated, and instead you're just here top lane. Then your team dies, and you're just making your way down slowly, and at that point it's not even worth it. I made sure to remember that specifically because you were the one that was most adamant about comms. As you can see, we can blame a lot of other people and say that the comms would be useful. But when I have comms, there's a lot more issues that arise. Like that one. Not gonna question mark it, but I'm thinking about it in my head. So, back to the beginning. What's up, guys? Hopefully you guys are doing alright today. Fog of War, blue side. Okay, we can't have it this fast. The fuck? That was actually pretty good. Good rush to level 2, and then you get a really good hook. She has cleanse instead of heal, which makes sense with as much as CC as you're running. It's just she uses it really late and dies because of it. Alright. Bot lane is just over at that point. You guys win. What was that gank? Yeah, that's fine. There's not much you can do there. So I don't know what's going through your head at this time. I don't know if you're looking for a scuttle or you're looking to continue to pressure him so that he has to take the long way. But in both cases, you haven't had vision of their jungler in a very long time. Bot lane has a faster chance of collapsing and they're also ahead. But you're half health. You just lost your passive and you can get bursted by more Zed. And yeah, that's actually what happens. So as soon as Zed is playing aggressive like that and he just comes out ready to contest you again, you should just, like, he comes back, you should just not queue into scuttle. You should hold it because you almost immediately know that somebody's coming. Now it's you have to be more aware here. You're very late to this fight and it just becomes a bloodbath. Yeah. You're very late to that. As soon as they start collapsing on your jungler, you should be participating. I don't know if he didn't call it out or what, but right here you should be paying attention to the map and you're continuing to farm instead. Yeah, that's such a late response. You should even W to get there faster, but you're just taking a nice roll. You gotta be faster with that. A lot faster. I think everything goes... I like this early dragon call. Now that I have the VOD, I can just base it on what's happening on the map. So I like that early dragon call. You guys have a lot of pressure bot lane, so you immediately go for the dragon. I don't think you had vision of the jungler when you started it, but regardless, you know you can take the 3v3. Yeah, that's just a good call. Nice job. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Huh. This is a good fight. Oof. That was a good flash. That was not a good ult. That was a good flash though. There were a lot of mistakes there. And there were such obvious ones that I don't even think I need to point them out. I'll rewatch the fight for you guys so that you can see your own mistakes, but I'm not gonna use my energy to point them out. Good start. You guys don't prioritize one target. Missed abilities. Good flash. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Wait, how'd you guys die? Oh, you got ganked. Let's see. So this is probably one of the main issues. So you guys play really well together. You guys win most matchups, even if you're in a losing matchup, or you go even, which is good. I think the biggest problem is that you continue to engage even when you don't have vision. You haven't seen the jungler for a very long time, and you're lacking on vision because of this pink ward. You're just immediately in the gank. Yeah. Yep. Mia pings. Yeah, don't chase that. You don't know where his dad is, and you just saw Mord. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Ooh, that was a good ult. Would you have done anything to secure that kill? Chunked. You don't have W, and you miss your Q because he jumps back. So now there was no way you could secure it, but that was really good to play it off. Thankfully now you have vision, so you can start playing a bit more aggressive. Good zoning from the support. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That was a good redemption. Good Herald. I don't think there's an escape for you there. Did he play this? Your Oriana's coming. I was gonna say that Oriana could flash shield you, but that wouldn't work. One, she still wouldn't be in range, and two, I'm pretty sure the tick would have killed regardless. So, alright. Oh no. Yeah, so it's things like that. The very small things where communication wouldn't change anything. I am looking to wean those out before I waste my time getting you guys synced up. Because it would be pointless for me to waste 30 minutes and then just talk about the small things that you guys made mistakes on. Oh, this is that fight. I don't need to rewatch it. I really don't. Good kill. I almost stole that. Yeah, I don't know if that was a good re-engage. You guys knew that Callista was there. If Callista's there, it's more practically guaranteed that Pike is sitting right behind her. The 3v4 isn't really optimal, even if you get this. He's just going to be tanky from orange stats. Especially when you stack CC, so that he can just escape later on. It's definitely not worth it. AD is just stuck in a bad place. I remember this comm as well. This was really useless to call for this TP here. Like, really useless. You just end up fucking over the entirety of the game. Because now you have to wait so long to get that TP back. And you get nothing.
Because apparently you have all these things supposed to be the whole thing stops clicking.
That was really useless there.
So apparently it can't handle a fan speaker house in my third. So I was like, this has a USB port. This computer's on. Let's go.
That actually doesn't work. That doesn't work. Probably charged enough before you do it.
Okay, well your mouse slid up, so I got it.
I think you just give that. You still know that they're up there. Yeah, you just give this. You know that they're still up there, and you can't. Even if it's a 2v3, you can't contest it. You're down so many abilities.
Did someone give it out, honestly?
You might as well just give in. So Zed's gonna be the issue here. He's gonna keep trying to split push just because that's what most Zeds do, and then they're gonna look for a pick, and then they're gonna continue to do this. Whoever has TP at the time should be matching them. Gabe is going to do that right now, which is good. But if Gabe doesn't have TP and mid does, if Cammy does, then you guys should be swapping. So long as he doesn't get any more fed, Cammy can contest him under towers, and I just want to see how you guys play this. And you basically just inted. You got a 1-for-1 trade, which is good, but you basically just inted. Good rift again. I would have used it more optimally because you only got the tower that was about to go down, but it wasn't bad. I'd love to see this fight. I'd love to know how it ends up a 1v4. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So Ezreal's missed. Ornult is used, only hits one. That's wasted. The Sedge ult is used close range, and it hits Mord. Okay. I was gonna say that the Sedge ult is useless, but you guys worked together to CC train the Mord, and that was actually a really good play. So good job. He couldn't get his ult off because you guys continuously CC'd him during the channeling. And so now that Mord is dead, your priority target should be... You don't know where Zed is. You know Aatrox is in this bush because you had vision of him over here. Your priority should be kill Callista, and if Aatrox or Zed start to attack your backline, immediately peel. Zed ult Ornn. Aatrox is on your your tank, jungle. You guys then hop off Callista and go for the Pike. This guy's running even though there's no escape. Okay, he's going back in. Pike gets the reset. So this is what happens.
No, I said if you could get moved.
So I don't think the fight was necessarily bad. You guys played it alright. You guys killed the Mord when you needed to. So that was good. I think what went wrong was the target priority afterwards. So if you look after you CC and kill the Mord. Also, if I'm going to say anything, the Oriole was good to kill the Mord and get him out of channeling, but I would have positioned it in a way that Zed also got hit by it if you were capable of doing so, which you were in range to do it. But that's just a small nitpicky thing.
And that's probably gone because I've already taken
The fight would have ended up a little bit better in your favor if you did that. Okay. Oriana's going for Callista. Walks into a bad place overall, though. I think that you walking up into all of this
No,
is really bad.
I don't. No.
In the same case,
I don't feel like playing anything. I'm
both
just tired.
of these guys are attacking these characters. Okay, that's a bad color.
Alright.
These characters and not attacking the Callista that's destroying your support and is not peeling for Ezreal. So top and jungle need to figure that out a bit more. You're basically just attacking the things in front of you. And it's not play? Okay. You guys don't switch targets. Andy, you know you're gonna die anyway. I would continue to use your own CC as opposed to try and run. Because you're just dead. But this is played... Oh. I was gonna say it's played moderately well, but you have flash this entire time. I know you get CC'd for about a second, but if you had faster reflexes, you could have flashed through one of the CC abilities and maybe had a bit of a different outcome overall. You could flash into this bush. I don't think they have vision in there. Even if they do, then they have to pick between the Ezreal and the Oriana, and then you stay alive for a little bit longer to peel for Ezreal while also doing damage. Thankfully, Ezreal still wins this with moderate ease. It's just a nitpicky thing once again. Good play overall, Ian, though. Good job. And then good call to get the dragon as well. There's another fight. You have no vision, so this grab is... okay. I was about to say the grab is moderately useless because you have no vision, but then Ian E'd forward with no vision as the team is backing up. You guys need to figure out if you want to go in or if you want to back off, because this is a really bad spot if the team is any better. They collapse faster. That was also a bad Ornn ult. It wasn't even a disengage, honestly. You just used it to use it. And Oriana can't participate in that fight. So you guys just lose. I don't think that was the proper call to even start and initiate a fight or initiate poke when Oriana can't participate. So that's done. Let's go here. Right here, you guys get a kill. Oh, he's just inting. I forgot about this part. You guys basically just give up the dragon for the free kill. I don't entirely think that's worth it, but that's fine. I don't know what comms sound like right now, but the vision priority should be based on what you guys are looking to secure next. They haven't wiped you in a while, about 3 minutes, and you haven't wiped them in a while, so a Baron call, vision priority on Baron isn't the best option. One ward on Baron and see if they clear it is fine, but to have all your vision just up here, it's moderately worthless. You know that they're going to prioritize the dragon because they can rush that. So you need to be more aware of what the next objective is going to be. This is just Zed split pushing. Ian and I talked after the game. I know that 50% of the time he was calling for you to contest the Aatrox. So I'm not going to yell at you in particular, but Ian as shot caller. By the way, guys, I made Ian dedicated shot caller. As shot caller Ian, you need to be more willing to ARAM it and realize when you guys are able to take the 5v5s or the 4v5s. If anything, the only person that should be scary enough to go contest is the Zed. Contesting the Aatrox is probably the worst option. Ian, you and I have to sit down and talk about when it's proper to send somebody to contest and when it's just better to 5-man it down mid lane or any of the other lanes. Because right now, having the Ornn bot side as the Zed, the one that's scary, split pushes, is not the right call. Especially when you guys are walking back and forth and not prioritizing any of the objectives. And especially when you guys are getting poked out 4v3 really late to contest the Zed who's split pushing and your Ornn is somehow dying to the Aatrox. Yeah, you have no vision. You're just walking into fog. This is looking really bad. So in a real scenario, you guys shouldn't win this. What happened in this game was Ian outplayed the entirety of their team. Kimmy peeled for the one carry that you guys had. And then these three bodies just tried to make space but didn't prioritize the same targets. You guys really need to work on that. What is this music? Alright. I don't know what you guys are doing right now. You're engaging and disengaging at the same time while there's a fight this way. You're letting your carry stay in the front line. I really don't know what's happening right now. You missed the Callista. Callista just runs away. There's a pike on the side. So now you decide to peel for Ian. And look at that, it works because you decided to peel for Ian. Good job, man. It's what you guys should have been doing all along. I really don't know what that fight was on both parts. You guys played it worse than them, but... Good call for Dragon again. We need vision on Baron. You saw the pink ward, I don't know why you put down a ward. Okay, you guys just walk into the fog. You guys are doing this a lot. Just walking completely into the fog. You see pike and you're like, oh look, a pike, and then you walk into the fog and get caught out. In the same sense, that was a really good Orianna ult. Your two carries are peeling for each other while the bodies are just dying. Is this not the thing I've been saying all game? That was perfect example of the thing I've been saying all game. I wouldn't test the waters here. Hopefully you guys don't. Oh god. You guys played really aggressive there. Oh god. That's just a free Baron because of that aggressiveness. Let's see. Is there anything that can be done? What are the timers? 11 seconds, 4 seconds. So the only option is to stall. You need your Ezreal and your Orianna there in order to win that fight. The Callista just ramped up and has a huge overheal shield from attacking Baron. You just need to stall. You can't fully engage. You need to CC the right targets. You can't walk around like this. You need to be more aggressive and aware. You don't need to focus Baron. You need to focus Callista. This is not the right call. At all. Stalling? Either giving or stalling are two perfectly fine solutions. If you're gonna stall like this, you need to focus the right targets. You don't need to worry about Baron. If Callista is not fighting Baron, they're not gonna take it. But you leave Callista alive and she just wipes you guys. And in doing so, you can't stall. You guys are prioritizing a lot of strange things. You don't have vision, so you can't really tell that they're doing dragon, but considering so many people are off the map, it should be pretty obvious. And while I'm saying that, you guys prioritize the free kill, and you send 2 top lane as opposed to contesting the dragon. That was a good fight there. Good QSS. That was a really bad Zed ult. I have no idea why he ulted you. Yeah, just run it down mid. I don't have comms, but Ian, this is also your jurisdiction. I don't necessarily think that Orianna should have backed for this. I think that you guys could have secured the tower and inhibitor if Orianna stayed with you guys. And there's really no worry about this pushing into your tower and getting it. If you take a look, your minion wave is going to stop it right about here. The wave is going to build up because it stopped right here. But by the time that happens, you'll be backed again. This wasn't the right call. Because you have Orianna back, you guys can't get inhib because you don't take the tower fast enough, and you also don't have the speed up to escape if you were to try to secure inhib. What's gonna happen? You guys get a pick in the next minute. Right here. Okay. Let's see. Where do you guys get this pick? Okay. So I like the vision control of your own jungle, but you have no vision in their side, and on top of that, you have these wards that give you the same amount of vision just in two separate brushes. If anything, if you have a ward here, they could hide in this bush, yeah, but you'll see them coming up from this angle and all of this angle. So having this here is counterintuitive. Same goes for if you have a ward right here. If they come from over here, you'll see them here, and you'll know that they're in this bush or this bush. You don't need this ward. And in doing so, if they come down this way, you have them scoped out on this ward. You don't need this. This ward is debatable. It's not bad. And this is all for this current moment. I'm not saying any of these wards are bad wards. I'm saying with your current state, having these wards just play off each other's vision is practically useless. This ward is good. But again, you have no vision in their side of the jungle. You guys know where he's headed, so you guys are able to pick him. The only problem is, even without this ward, you would have known where he was going regardless. Because of that pick, and because they're split pushing, you secure the inhibitor. That's a good call as well. What happens here? Why is Ezreal in the front of this? I don't know if you thought that you had your orb on somebody, but this is really bad. So is this, using it on him. If you guys have faster reflexes, you can stop his channel. Actually, the Orianna ult would have stopped his channel because you used it at the perfect time. It just so happened that it wasn't on him. Yeah, let's see if it gets taken off because of the channel. I don't think so. I don't think that's the reason that you lose it. I think that you just didn't have it on him to begin with. So you know he's there, but for some reason Ezreal's still playing extremely aggressive. Okay, so you did have it on him before. You might as well just have used it here, because I take back what I said. You were too late to the channel, so the orb ends up back on you. Is that what happens? Yeah, you're too late to the channel. I just heard the noise. And so the orb ends up back on you. You might as well have used it just right then and there. You get a CC chain and not have him use his ult. Yeah, I don't entirely blame you because I just watched the entirety of the thing. The orb was on him as you procced it, but because he got pulled in, the orb randomly appeared back on you, just with no animation. I just watched all of that. But in that same sense, you need to be more aware of what's happening, because you just wasted your Orianna ult. You should have used it sooner. Whether that's not playing against enough mords or something, you should have just used it sooner. You also can't contest him. I don't know why you're trying. Andy, that was a really bad call on your side. You should have just tried to play and escape him. You guys are late to the Baron. Okay, so at least you knew that they were doing Baron, but you guys are late to the Baron once again. You're here by yourself. They're trying to peel for each other. This is the same thing I said last time. I don't think you would have escaped regardless, so I'm not going to penalize you for just trying to push the Callisto away. But it's... you understand, it's the same concept. She flashes anyway. Good kill. Ooh. That was really good. Oof. You should have hit the blast cone. Hit the blast cone. Push him away. Oh, if you hit the blast cone, you probably wouldn't have died there. He was actually in the perfect spot to push him over this wall right here. And he would have had to use his dash to get back to you guys. I think that overall, the team fights are still really bad. You guys don't prioritize the right things. I've praised the people that I've been praising enough. The objective calls are really good. The vision control and placement of wards isn't the best. But a lot of... oh god, that smite. But a lot of the things have gotten better. This fight in particular, I can't say anything about because there was... the target you were supposed to focus was directly in front of you. Just please, all 5 go mid and end. Even just call for the Orianna TP. There it is. Thank you for calling for that. That was actually a really good ult to proc his Guardian Angel. That was a really good ult to proc his Guardian Angel. That damage was ridiculous. Ooh, close. Wait. Okay, I don't necessarily disagree with this call. I was gonna say something else, but this is completely fine. Then you guys have no minions, but because you did that, the minions are coming in time for mid. I don't disagree with this call. I actually really like this and want to praise you for this, Andy. Not that. That was really bad. I want to praise Andy for this specifically. He continues to zone the Zed out of the entirety of this fight. And I actually really like that. Zed's just unable to participate in this entire thing until the end where he gains the balls to go on Orianna. This was really good. Oh, you got outplayed, but your death was worth it. You guys win the scrim. I normally don't watch wins, but I wanted to say that there were a lot of positives going into this. You guys look better. There's still a lot of negatives, and I said a lot of the negatives, but overall, most of you look a lot better. I'm sure with a bit more coordination and working with the shot caller, he'll be capable of getting a lot more things done. Good job, guys.